everybody out there today, man. I hope everybody having a great day on this beautiful, what, Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday now.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah. I hope everybody good. Me and King Ace gonna rock out for y'all. Yeah, have a little fun here.
If y'all attending that No Kings rally, peace be with y'all, brothers.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Okay, let's get it popping. Let's get it popping.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And
he maneuvers
nice
up
tackle.
the middle for 3, and it's second down. You look at this Steeler defense. Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot.
Oh, damn it. Damn it.
Now he's loose.
Fuck.
Touchdown.
There we go.
Chicago. A big play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Can't believe that shit.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
This 2nd and 4. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's got a man, it's his fullback. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Bears defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, #1 versus #1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. The give now to Abanikanda. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now Fields. Caught by Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they'll go again with Abanikanda. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
God damn it!
Takes a shot
Wow.
on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, come on, George.
Whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here.
All the fucking things you hit on, you hit the
We'll
parent.
have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard
God damn.
attempt.
Missed that. Fuck!
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
Bullshit, man.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
2nd and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Huh. Okay. Straight fuck shit. Straight fuck shit.
What's going on?
No, something on my side.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And from the gun, here's a bad.
Damn!
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Yep, that's what they mean.
Out of the gun, Fields.
God damn it!
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
For sure.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain, and of course he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular, not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And they'll keep leaning on the run game back to the ground. And they're going to get this before he's taken down. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Bears had 10-3 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Play action. Now Williams. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Here's Williams. Complete to Bryant. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Abanikanda once again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it with Abanikanda. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2nd and 6. On play action, Fields. That one will be incomplete.
Oh,
what? Stay in bounds.
Yeah, baby.
What? Oh my God.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Fields.
Damn it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get
God damn.
This is going to be their final possession of the first.
Oh! Ho, ho!
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
That's my rookie.
The Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go?
right.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. To throw is Fields.
God damn!
Quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Fields.
Got it. There you go, baby.
Nice throw.
He's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. From the 50, here's Fields.
A little bit away.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you,
Yeah, they're getting no motherfucking game on right now. They're doing this so cool.
Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Well, he tries to force it in, but it's intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting.
God damn, I didn't think he was going to come down like that.
And I
Fuck.
don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
To the air, Williams. That's complete. Romadunze. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
You say no, sir.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defense.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about
shit, y'all.
Getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now it's Fields.
Ah!
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it down.
Take the fucking time away. Thank you.
Damn.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the
Bad game.
for quarter
Bad.
number 3.
Nobody should be playing like this.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
Interception,
And we
bro.
will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. All in all, a pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2
Get the fuck out of here.
You laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Oh,
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Fields.
Damn.
Incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any.
Fucking
This
bullshit.
defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams.
Wow.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They need 12 here. It's third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Working out of the gun, Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got the man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They'll run the draw with Irving, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
To throw, it's Williams. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams. And the Steelers pressure too much here. He's going down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Do much.
To throw, Williams. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Yeah.
From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
What they got going on? What they got going on? What they got going on?
Here's Abanikanda. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Throw left side.
Oh, how the fuck?
Pickens. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
On the ground, it's Abanikanda.
Damn, boy.
Inside the 45.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And defense ain't even going nowhere.
The defense on their job right now.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
No, God damn it. Man, God damn, bro. You can't throw the ball where I want you to.
As they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3.
Not liking this shit, not one bit.
Second and 9. Off the play fake, it's Williams.
There you go, buddy.
And down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Back to throw. Williams. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Damn.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here.
Triangle goes wide open.
Certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it
they
pay off by
bumped
getting
each other,
into the
that's
end
why.
zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back
God
into this.
damn, move the fuck out the way.
3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And it's going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where his coaches, you're looking for effort.
God damn.
Gets there and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Fields. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Now Fields. And it's caught. And he can't quite.
They didn't give me a fucking touchdown.
At the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
There you go. Get your ass in there, baby. Fuck.
A little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
God damn it, too far. God damn it.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now 2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh,
And that is
should have let it go.
incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. He's going to let it fly.
Yep.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
Here's 1st down. Fields now to throw.
Ah, you bitch.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, had to play it smart, baby.
But we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Throwing again is Fields. Able to find the open man. Do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here we go, 1st and goal. Play action. It's Fields rolling to his right.
Take it.
Throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up and quick.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, they move. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this,
Motherfucker, kiss my ass, bitch.
This is 3rd and goal. Here's Fields on the sneak, trying to
Get
barrel
the
up
fuck
in
up.
there, but I don't think he got it. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And one last throw here for Fields.
I'm catching me. God damn. Good game,
For a
man. Good game.
consolation TD, but it was
Fuck.
not to be.
Good game,
And
brother.
time is run out
Hell of a
now
fuck.
in
It's
this
20-7.
game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every
That fucking
aspect
catch you had
of the
right there was
game,
crazy.
shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Watch.
So
Hope
for
you
the
enjoyed that.
Bears, they remain in the hunt for
Hell of
a
a fucking
first-round
defensive
bye as they
battle.
move to 11
Oh,
and
and
3
I
on
earned
the
all my
year.
thing.
Well, I'm
Fuck.
Brandon
Going
Gaudin.
up for
Certainly have to thank
24.
Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our
18
entire crew.
points.
We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on
Like,
EA
share,
Sports.
subscribe. This really helps with the algorithm. So my video will pop on people's timelines.
I'm mad as shit,
Hope y'all have
y'all.
a blessed one.
I'm mad as shit. I wasn't supposed to fucking lose this goddamn game. Look at this old poor, piss ass, just fucking terrible. I don't even know what to say. You know what I'm saying? We came out there. It felt like the run game did what they needed to do. But as far as this passing game, people holding on to the ball. Don't get me wrong, we was rushed on a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Lot of bull. You know, that comes when you go against the number 1 defense. To the next one, y'all. To the next one, man. Look, you can't win no motherfucking Super Bowl like this. Can't win no goddamn Super Bowl playing like this.
I'll be back 1 second.
To the next one, y'all.